Alright guys, so you've been keeping up with the events. Today is the day where the EN players gets the retrofitted item for Essex. So let's go ahead and work on Essex as of right now. Max her out and see what we got for her retrofit. So like all you are retrofits, it's going to cost a lot of bullets. Luckily though, I have a decent amount of SSR bullets, so it's not too big of a deal. If you guys have duplicate of Essex, this is even better because you can save on your precious bullets. But me, I did not prepare beforehand, so we're gonna have to make do with some SSR bullets. So we need one more here. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that in, and boom, there we go. Essex retrofitted is complete. And to get the last skill, obviously another UR bullet right here. Boom, there we go. All right, stats. These are looking fat stats right here. Whew. 519 aviation. That's actually insane. All right, so I'm gonna have her stuff like already maxed out, whatever, because we're missing the red skill here. So just like always, guys, we'll be talking about it on the page itself. So luckily it's updated, so go ahead and talk about it as of right now. Essex retrofitted. So stats at 125 because I think you guys should 125 her. We have 519 aviation. That is a large amount. If you guys don't know how big of an amount that is for aviation, if we sort by aviation stat right here, this should be one of the highest right now. I am pretty confident. Yeah, Essex is like all the way up there at 519. That's more than the ultra rare ships actually. That's insane. Okay, so 519 aviation. That's the high. I'm gonna say that's the highest in the game right now. I don't think we're beating that. I don't think any of the UR ships right now are beating that. There's no way. Yeah, none of them comes close. It's insane. Essex, you demon. Holy moly. Okay, anyways though, let's go back to this. That's a lot. That's a lot, by the way. 373 on the anti-air, 152 on the reload, 56 evasion, medium armor, 33 speed, 100 hit, 90 luck, and 13 on the ASW or the oil cost. Sorry. It's some bad. It's some not bad. It's some big damage. I'll say that. Her health is not as high as some of the other carriers, but that is a lot of aviation on a one carrier. That's big damage right there. Big damage. Now, for the efficiencies, we have 145 on the fighters, 135 on the dive bombers, and 130 on the torpedo bombers. 3-3-2 setup. That's kind of insane. Now, as for the retrofit itself, let's talk about the upgraded versions in particular. In this case, we get Valorous Avengers Plus, the retrofitted version, which is basically the same as the first one. You get a dot damage and do increased damage to BBs by 10%, but this one is increased damage to heavy armor targets by 10% when the battle starts, and when this ship launches an airstrike, with Avengers with torpedoes that home in on the target, inflicting flooding damage to hit enemies. Now, if you guys don't already know, Essex is a very good ship against high level enemies because that dot damage, that flooding damage, is always guaranteed damage. So way back in like 2019 and 20, we had the old challenge mode where you can like use level 120 ships against level 150 enemies. If you guys didn't know, Essex was meta at the time for that high level challenge mode stuff because of her flooding damage. So this skill will always be good against high level content. So this right here inflicts good damage to heavy armor, and flooding damage already very good. Now, deals damage continuously and replaces the original one. So heavy armor, flooding damage, already very good. Now, for the second skill here, similar to the other one, we have increased aviation and anti-air, but the difference here is, what is the difference here actually? Let's go ahead and look. Eagle Union ships shoots down enemies. One stack of killer formation increases aviation by 3%. It looks the same to me. Replaces. What's the difference though? Am I blind? I think I might be blind, guys. Increased by 3%. So what's the part that's different? I have no idea. It looks the exact same to me. Nothing's different, right? Am I tripping, guys? I can't see any difference here. It looks exactly the same. Yeah, whatever. Okay, it's the same, I guess. We'll go with that. And the last skill here. When battle starts and when this ship launches an airstrike, finishes loading, fires a level 10 aerial barrage, gains 1 stack of killer formation, and deploys a shield that lasts 10 seconds and negates up to 8 enemy shells around your frontmost Vanguard ship. So, that Vanguard's going to get a lot of shields, which makes her a very good campaign ship. Already really good for chapter 15, so that's really good. If the shield created by this skill is destroyed during its activation duration, or its active duration, sorry, restores 3% of your frontmost Vanguard's max HP. That's a lot. And because you can just spam carriers or fast airstrikes or just get massive heals, which is insane. When a fleet, this ship is not in. Okay, so other fleet, I guess. While this ship is afloat, 25 seconds after battle starts, fires a supporting barrage based on skills level. Okay, so heavy armor focused, a nice heal, more barrages, a lot of aviation. Overall, it is really good. Now, using her is going to be complicated. I'm not exactly sure how you want to get usage out of her because I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Y'all are thinking like, oh, Kimo, she's going to be really good for Yorktown 2. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Yorktown 2 requires her to go first, right? So, when this ship launches an airstrike, decreases your Yorktown loading time by 10% and decreases by 8% for other Essex class CVs. So, during the battle, increases the following. So 10% damage increase and interceptive airstrike as well too. So if I'm not mistaken, you want to use Yorktown to go first, but she's so slow compared to Essex that's difficult to use. That might just be a Yorktown issue because I feel like you want to use Yorktown to Essex, retrofit it, and KimoCheese together. I think it is possible with the plane loadout, but that gap of like 15 reload is like game changing right there. You kind of like play around with planes a lot, but this is very good though. I think this is a very, very good upgrade for Essex Retrofit. Definitely go for 15, maybe probably go for 16 as well too. I really want to say that they made Essex Retrofit for preparation for chapter 16. I could be wrong though, but that's what I think. But overall though, her kit is so solid. Like this, all the efficiencies, all the stats. The stats is amazing, by the way. Crazy aviation. The good utility to vanguards. The damage to heavy armor, because that's been one thing the Eagle unit faction has been lacking on, is damage to heavy armor targets. So this right here helps out a lot. The flooding damage is always nice against high level enemies. So chapter like 16, 17 possibly. Overall, it gives 2 Kimo thumbs up. Very, very good upgrade. I like it a lot. I'm going to play around with it eventually, probably like later this weekend or whatever, to make some videos possibly. But overall though, I like her kit a lot. It is very, very good. So that's all I want to say. Hope you guys enjoy your SS Retrofit. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching, as always.